bought a business, and guess how much I paid for it? $0. My name's Cairo, and this channel is all about making money. And if you've seen any of my other videos, you might know that I have a fairly successful Airbnb business. But Airbnb business plus lockdowns and pandemics, they don't make the best of bedfellows. So I needed something else to keep that revenue churning. And because I'm on that mission to get to $1 million in the next 3 years, and with lockdowns, it wasn't super likely that that was gonna help in achieving that goal. So I started a YouTube channel, but that takes a while. It might be a good long time before the YouTube channel is generating any kind of significant revenue, any kind of significant profit. So I also decided to do some freelancing because I've got quite a lot of marketing skills. So I was doing Facebook ads for people, I was working for musicians on their overall marketing campaigns, and doing kind of email marketing, Facebook marketing, website building, all that kind of stuff. Now, that's great. Freelancing is awesome, but it is harder to scale. I only get paid for the work that I physically do myself. So then I considered starting another business from scratch, but that is risky. Lots of startups fail, and it is also super time consuming. But wait, there is another option. That is to buy an existing business. That means forego all the risk of starting one, you buy one that already is making money, already has a lot of the systems dialed in, and preferably something that you can see an easy way to scale. You can add value yourself and grow that business. So after doing a whole bunch of research, I stumbled on something called the Epic Challenge. Well, actually, truth be told, I probably didn't stumble on it. It was probably targeted at me because of the other things that I was viewing online. Gotta love the marketing. So what is the Epic Challenge? Well, basically it was the gateway drug to learning all about mergers and acquisitions, and how you don't need to be a huge venture capital company or private equity company to be investing in businesses and to be buying businesses yourself. It's pretty mad because this challenge only cost about $50. And like I said, it was the gateway drug to me wanting to learn more about this, and it was the kick in the butt that I needed to go out there and actually put some of what they say in the challenge into practice. So if you like the sound of buying a business instead of starting one from scratch, I'll pop the link down to the challenge in the description. One of the key things that the challenge really helped me with was in how to identify businesses to acquire, to identify potential businesses to buy. The challenge goes over why now is such a great time to buy businesses, and not just lockdown or pandemic related. It's because lots of baby boomers are wanting to retire, or people might be bored of the job they're doing, bored of the business that they own, and wanting to sell and do something else. Another big reason why people sell businesses is because of divorce, believe it or not. If they get divorced, they have to give up a whole bunch of their money depending on the agreement or the marriage contract, and therefore have to sell the business to split those assets. And that is a good opportunity for someone like yourself or someone like me to buy that business. Now, what was the owner's reason for selling to me? Well, he actually is owner of a much bigger company, and he was needing to spend more time on the bigger company than the little company, which is still a good size. It's doing over $1.5 million in revenue a year, but he just didn't have the time to invest in that company because that was time that was taking away from growing the $80 million company that he is also the CEO of. Now, the challenge helped me identify different businesses to buy, like I mentioned, and it gave me the impetus and the motivation to actually contact these people, to contact these companies, contact these owners that had their businesses up for sale. So you contact them, you send them out a request for more information to see the financial statements. Sometimes you have to sign a non-disclosure agreement because they don't want you sharing all of their intimate secrets with the world. And then you crunch the numbers. You look at the financial statements. The challenge does help you with the basic numbers to realize what might be a good investment and what might be a dud. Then you crunch the numbers, and if those numbers look juicy enough and it looks like something you want to invest in, then you start negotiating. Now, it's still mad. I gotta pinch myself because one of the first offers I found, I ended up buying for no money out of my own pocket. No money out of my own pocket. I literally, if I'd seen a YouTube video about that saying that you could do this without spending any of your own money up front, I would have been like, skip, because I did not believe it was possible. Honestly, didn't believe it was possible. I'll hold my hand up, and it worked out. It worked out, and it's just nuts that happened on my first deal. Now, that's not always going to be the case, and the challenge definitely tells you that that's not always the case. Like, oftentimes you'll need to figure out other ways to finance the deal, but it is pretty cool in the challenge that they give you certain clear examples of different ways that you can finance a deal. Let me know down in the comments if you want me to make a more detailed video about how I managed to buy that first business with no money out of pocket, and also if you're interested in how that business is going and what I'm doing to try and grow it. And if all this stuff sounds pretty interesting, then you might want to hit that subscribe button for all of these future videos. Now, if you want to jump in and check out the challenge, I'll pop a link to it down in the description, and I'll also add a couple of my own bonuses in there that might be helpful for you if you do decide to do the challenge and you do want to either grow your own business or want to buy a business that you can then grow and scale as well. Now, crush the like button and subscribe for more money-making videos, and the YouTube algorithm thinks that this video is right up your street. So check it out, I'll see you in there, and let's hustle together.